Most of us have heard that half of the marriages end in divorce, but a new analysis shows that is no longer the case. The New York Times found census data showing America's divorce rate has declined over the past 20 years. Lisa Miller, a contributing editor for New York Magazine, is with us. She writes about family and relationships. Good morning to you, Lisa.
Good morning, Gail. Nice to be here.
Listen, as a divorced person sitting here, I was really glad to hear that the divorce rates are going down, but you're saying not so fast.
Well, it is true that divorce rates are going down. Folks married in the 2000s have an 11% chance of getting divorced, but we don't know how those marriages are going to end up. And the bigger story, I think, is that so few people are actually getting married. Half of American kids are born to single mothers these days.
50%
almost half,
born.
48%.
Wow.
So, you know, the people who are getting married are tending to be more affluent, more educated, older, and able to make decisions that are long-lasting. And that's a good thing. I think that's good for people.
And when you say older, what does that mean? Because I really don't think anybody should get married before the age of 30. 30 for men, 28 for women, because you don't even know who the hell you are in your 20s.
I mean,
and early 30s.
Across the country,
for some people.
Across the country, the age is 27, 28. In New York, obviously, it's much older. In the 70s and 60s, it was more like 22, 23. So that's a pretty big jump over the last 50, 40 years. Yeah.
It's interesting because, I mean, the numbers stunned me, you know, that 70% of marriages that began in the 1990s have reached their 15th anniversary.
Right.
People are staying married
Right.
that got married in the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but think about it. You know, you're an educated woman, you have a good job, you wait until you're somewhat older to get married. You can pick a partner who you actually like, who you love, who you want to spend time with, who makes you laugh.
And the article points out that
Most people don't do that.
Well, I think that in the old days,
not in the 60s and 70s when women chose marriage for a different reason. It wasn't the feminist movement, as the argument goes. Then women started to say, look, I can have some autonomy, and that in most two-thirds of divorces, it's women who make the decision, right?
That's right. So, you know, I think the independence of women has actually helped marriage, right? Because they can make decisions based on what they want.
What role does gender play in marriages these days? The gender roles.
This is what I think. I mean, I think that because women have so much more autonomy and so much more financial stability and so much more career success and stability, they can make decisions that are based on their own emotional needs instead of having to marry somebody who can pay the rent, who can support them, right? And that's a really different kind of transaction, if you even want to call it transaction. It's romantic. It's about romance, which is nice, which is
married,
good.
Lisa?
I am married. I've been married for 13 years, and
Happy?
I'm happy. And I got married when I was really, really old.
So there is hope. Keep hope alive. That's what I wanted to know.
Except it means there are a lot of good men around.
That's right.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm staying with you forever, Jeff. You're stuck with me.